All right, well, let's talk about San Francisco this morning because it is pulling out all the stops here. This is for a multi-week celebration to mark the Grateful Dead 60th anniversary. The iconic rock band was formed in the Bay Area back in 1965, and to celebrate, Dead & Company is kicking off a 3-day concert series over at Golden Gate Park from August 1st to the 3rd.
It's going to be a huge event, and today in the Bay's Bob Redell joins us live. He's in Menlo Park this morning, where the band actually first played 60 years ago. And you've got a really historic spot with a cool story to it, Bob.
Well, Lauren, Marcus, we're on Santa Cruz Avenue here in Menlo Park, specifically 639 Santa Cruz Avenue, where you've got this brand new plaque within the past year that was put up to commemorate this location where the Grateful Dead played their first performance just over 60 years ago when they were known as the Warlocks. And this place was known as Magoo's Pizza Parlor. Then it became a furniture store, and within the past year it became Bar Loretta because of this man I'm about to introduce you to inside. Now, this place obviously doesn't look anything like it used to over 60 years ago, but Ali El Safi converted it to this bar. Good morning to Ali, and there are still some remnants of what Magoo's looked like back in the day. For instance,
so this is the original sign from the old Magoo's. It was given to me by the parents that used to own Magoo's in 1965. And also, we still have that back wall there. This is one of the walls that I left it from the original, actually, stage where the Grateful Dead, Jerry Garcia and Bob would play and perform in 1965. Also, I kept it as a memory.
And I found this image online. This kind of gives you a perspective of that's what it looked like. There's Jerry Garcia, the other bandmates of the Warlocks, and then the stage, as Ali mentioned back there. Now, you've run and owned the Vita Bistro, which is next door, for 29 years. Were you aware of the history of next door here?
I have any clue actually about it till I saw these people taking photos all the time in front of 639 Santa Cruz Avenue, till I find out later on this is actually with the historical building. This was the Jerry Garcia and Bob we started in 1965. And then I started to do a little bit of homework, and I started to understand exactly what was going on.
And your homeland is Egypt. And you were telling me that the Warlocks played in Egypt many years ago, 60 years ago, maybe a little bit less. And when they came back from Egypt, someone there suggested they change their name to Grateful Dead because of Egypt. Quickly, why?
I was watching and reading about it that they were playing by the pyramid in one of the documentary that I watched. And when they were flying back from Egypt, the actual manager told them, we're not going to be the Warlock anymore. We're going to call ourselves the Grateful Dead, which is an Egyptian term, thanks to the gods.
Oh, that's great. So this is kind of meant to be, you think?
It really meant to be.
All right. So it's Alex Jordan and Friends, Grateful Dead cover band, going to be playing here tomorrow night. You said there's already a lot of interest. And I noticed you do have some drinks here. Let me, hold on. This smells like Friend of the Devil. Yeah, that's good. I have a nose for these Grateful Dead drinks. And this... I was going to say Casey. No, it's definitely Broke Down Palace. Okay. I was going to go with Foolish Heart, but I think it's Mexicali Blues. God, my nose and the Grateful Dead, they're in syncopation. All right, Holly. Hey, thank you very much. Okay, so you got Alex Jordan and Friends playing here tomorrow night, as I alluded to earlier. They're almost sold out. And then you got the big celebration at Golden Gate Park, which is going to be Dead & Company, which, of course, is the derivative of Grateful Dead without Jerry Garcia, who sadly passed, back in the 90s. So this big celebration be going on throughout the Bay Area. There's a lot of history here.
Yeah, no kidding. A lot of drinks, and when I saw that, I thought, trouble ahead. Oh, that's a cool shirt.
Something in mind.
There you go.
Okay.
I knew you'd pick it up. Thanks, Bob.